Yeah, and when it comes to well, the tank setup, I'm really not surprised to see well, just both teams going with something pretty balanced. On the Immortal side, we've got a pair of 50s 100, a T32 Pershing, and T69. On the other side, we've got yes, a pair of those French aim expertise as well. That Pershing, that T69, but instead of the T32, we have a 1390, so slightly lighter setup coming up from 789.
Yeah, and already we do see the Immortals kind of securing this hilltop area. They're not going to rush kind of that this eastern side of the hilltop because they realize that they don't have the mobility for that, and then most likely Sniper Elite's already up there. So they're going to kind of just creep up here, just kind of get a solid positioning down, and then once they kind of creep over there and kind of on that kind of top of the ledge, and once they start getting vision on 789, that's when they're going to start spreading out and trying to make their moves.
And already the 789 members are spreading quite a bit throughout the map here. They're just definitely having more control earlier on. We've got Sniper Elite towards the west now. And yeah, I was wondering about the Immortals, but they're trying to push Heinz Lindemann like towards the mine entrance as well.
Yeah, just trying to get him in a nice scouting position here.
Yeah, and well, because of the huge cliff, he's obviously
he made it.
going to be just very well protected as well. So,
yeah. No, it's going to be really hard to actually take out Heinz Lindemann.
Well,
you have to really overcommit.
Well, the only way to take him out is to go through the entire Immortals forces pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's definitely a no-go. On the 789 side, like before, when we did get eyes on target, we saw the 1390, of course, towards the Western Isle, but the Western Isle is very well protected by Kumi as well on the Immortal side, so definitely not leaving anything to chance out there.
Yeah, definitely a really stalemate situation. I mean, pretty standard, kind of both teams just really trying to secure this hilltop area. The 789 side has a much lighter setup. They don't really have any frontline tanks, minus that Pershing, but the Pershing compared to the T32 is almost, I mean, the Pershing does have more firepower, more mobility, but at the same time, the T32 can just take so much more damage.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that from the tank selection, I mean, the only different tank is the T32 versus the 1390, so I guess that 789 sacrificed the hilltop sort of stand for the extra mobility and maneuvering opportunities given by the 1390. So I think the Immortals are being very smart here because they can already smell something fishy going towards the eastern village.
Yeah, they're actually committing 3 tanks over there.
Yeah. It's pretty smart for them to do that, and they're not just moving alone, mind you. They're just really concentrating their forces all together, which is fairly smart once again, because that 1390 can outmaneuver a single tank, but not 3 of those.
Oh yeah, most definitely so. Yeah, we do have the Sirius just kind of solo guarding this hilltop area. He realized...
Oh, he's more than enough.
Yeah, the Immortals realize that, the 789 side don't have that much pressure, and it's not that big of a threat to have a hilltop push, and that's why they're only committing 1 there. And actually look at that, they're pushing Iron Buzz up here to try and get the sneaky kind of back entrance to that hilltop area. And then once they have Iron Buzz actually in that position, they might actually get some angles down. All they gotta really be careful though of is just maybe tanks back towards the 789 base, especially those AMX 50s who have great angles.
Oh, look at that Iron Buzz!
Oh
Iron Buzz slid. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
just skidded that cliff.
It's actually quite hard to make it up there.
Well, exactly.
I mean, you can probably push up T69 up there, but I think the only real time we see that push successful is with an AMX 13.
Yeah, or a WZ-132, obviously a lighter tank.
I think heavier tanks are just a little bit too bulky.
Exactly. And besides, you probably just need a little more momentum as well. I mean, besides, we've seen Draki pull that off on the Korean League just on airfield, right? So even an SPG is possible, but you got to get the right angle, and I think you got to take a bit of momentum in order to just push such a heavy tank up there.
Yeah, definitely so. Yeah, still those 3 tanks over there to the east. Actually, Komi making his way back here towards the center. So both the Pershing and the T32.
And look at that, Kirin actually just made it to the entrance of the mine. So yeah.
He was spotted though. So
no, obviously he was spotted. It's just he could have shooting opportunities towards the east if the Immortals overcommit. Then I mean, obviously he's not going to risk it either. The T69 is not the bulkiest of tanks, by the way. Well, I mean, he can withstand damage, but not over a long period of time. So he's got to watch out. If it's a 2-on-1, for instance, he really just might be vulnerable. So
the thing about the T69, and actually it's really similar to the T32 in the sense that the tanks, the specific tanks alone aren't that scary, but the second you couple either the T32 or the T69 with a different tank, especially a tank with either heavy firepower or just extreme bulkiness, that tank becomes extremely scary here. They're actually trying the Immortals. You can't see it on your screen right now. Yeah, actually now you can. Iron Buzz getting pushed up here once again. They're trying to counter the opposing Kirin T69 that made it already to that kind of eastern part of the hilltop area. So once Iron Buzz makes it up,
this time around, like that 5100 is taking the momentum. Yeah, Neverbest pushing up there.
Oh,
there
nice.
you go.
Yeah. You need that little bit of torque.
Yeah, exactly. So just almost a ram, I want to say. But yeah, he did manage to get on top. So now he's going to be able to crack shots both at Vix and Kirin as well with the T69.
I believe 7 and 8 do not know he's up here just yet.
Not yet, but if they do make that left turn towards the mine entrance, they're going to get a nasty surprise.
Yeah.
Because Iron Buzz got the opportunity to just, unleash part of his autoloader and then just get off the cliff like straight up. I mean, not anymore, but he had his initial positioning.
Iron Buzz trying to do some scouting just to try and clear out this hilltop area. I mean, the positioning coming out from the Immortals, I mean, to me, it's telling me that they want to go for a push soon. That's why they're kind of setting up Iron Buzz here just to clear out this area, just to make sure that if they do go for the push, they're not going to get any nasty surprises waiting around right around the corner here. So if they do go for this push, though, I have to say that they have to pull out that AMX 50 back towards their base to this kind of center part. Iron Buzz actually taking a shot there from Kirin, so he has to be careful.
No, I don't think it's Kirin. I think it was Jeff, actually, with his 50.
Oh, it was it?
All the way down there,
okay.
pretty much. So that was about 300 damage, and considering the distance, that's about right. I mean, it's just because, Kirin did not have the angle because of the terrain, the elevation, so, but he did provide, like, vision to Jeff all the way back there. Now, I was going to say that when you did mention that the Immortals were probably going to go for a push, I wouldn't do that if I were them, because the 50s 100 are just lurking right behind, and they would just completely walk into enemy fire at this point, so...
they're trying to make something happen, but they realize, because of the 2 MX-15s on the opposing side, the 2 MX-15s are most likely going to be more towards the south, kind of just as snipers. And the second that any of these tanks, oh, look at that, Vix taking a huge shot. But the second any of these tanks kind of cross that kind of slope of the hilltop area, they're just going to get fired upon by the MX-15s.
Well, I mean, they're slowly creeping up, right? But I think Vix and Kirin are doing a wonderful job providing just vision. They're not engaging, of course, the frontline tanks on the Immortal side because they know they can't. But at least they're getting eyes on target for the 50s 100 all the way back. Now, the Sirius cannot go beyond the rock where he is right now without getting punished.
Oh, look at that. Savage taking a big shot, but they do manage to retaliate onto Sniper Lead.
See, I wouldn't send my 50-100. I mean, like, he made it quite safely behind that rock, but he's got to be very, very careful, though, because, you've got that T69 and that Pershing just lurking right towards the west as well. I mean, the east on your map.
Oh, look at that. Savage with some brilliant shots here, landing at least 3 of them onto both
I know,
Jeff
but he is vulnerable where he is. Though.
He is vulnerable,
exactly, that's the thing. He might be the first one to go down. That's the problem. I mean, he's landing tons of damage, but
there he goes,
that's what I was afraid of. And now it's going to force the Immortals to charge. I think 789 were actually banking on that.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, the other tanks from the Immortals should have, or I think the T-32 or the Pershing should have been
charged
where Savage was right there. And the Savage should have been where either Comey or Iron Buzz was, but a little bit of mispositioning error there. They are going to go for it now because they realize that if they don't go right now, they are going to be losing the set. Yeah, they're going to try and focus on Vix here. Vix going to be completely surrounded, completely trapped. Neverbest about to finish him up. Oh, actually missing that shot on the slope area. That could be quite crucial because Neverbest is most likely going to trade his life now for that kill. There, they do manage to take down that Pershing. They do trade for Neverbest and
but they got to charge right now, though. I mean, they do
take down
again,
Vix as well. Yeah.
That's the thing, because the 50s 100 are empty now on the 789 side, so Kirin's going to go down here.
Kirin in danger.
Yeah, see, once again, it's a Sirius with that T-32, really. It's just, what can you do against such blunt force, really? Once again...
Well, I mean, 789 kind of played that right by focusing down the other tanks. So.
The Immortals were the ones with a misplay, because when Savage initially started taking damage with his 50-100, that's when they should have charged in before he went down. Actually, they should have charged in like straight up back then and not wait for him to get taken down. So, I mean, obviously they still have the advantage right now. But once
not
again,
enough to win this, though.
Exactly, because they had to charge right now because the 50s 100 have now reloaded. So if they try to charge those, then they're ultimately going to lose a tank.
Yeah, they have to do something soon because only 20 seconds now remaining here. They at least got to get that one of those T1s down. Yeah, Jeff started taking a shot there. The base capture also starting for the 789 side. It's not going to be nowhere near enough time to actually cap that base. But yeah, the Immortals have to go in right now to try and end this.
And finish off Jeff at least.
Yeah.
Try to finish off Jeff, and